Hi, this is Summer with Summer's Tips and Stitches, and this is a hat chat. So really all I've been working on lately is trying to get my hats finished because I like to give the second graders hats. One of the things that I'm really finding that I love, not necessarily the process of knitting a hat, but I really do think that many of the variegated yarns that the companies make are really made for knitters, not as much as crocheters. Because when you see the patterns that a yarn has versus knitted versus crochet, it's amazing. Okay, so last Sunday, which is exactly 1 week from today, one of my friends wanted to go to Joann's. She was buying fleece. And so I went with her, and I wanted to get a few more yarn choices that I felt were good that were either gender neutral or good options for boys. Because if you are a regular yarn friend of mine, you know I tend to gravitate towards pinks and purples and aquas and minty colors. So she chose her fleece, and then we went quick down to the yarn aisle, and I just grabbed a few. Joann didn't have a fabulous sale that day, if I recall, but I was able to use my teacher discount, and I want to say like $5 off of 35. And then I think they had 40% off of one regular priced item. Okay, so I bought, let me bring this one over here. I bought this yarn. It's a Red Heart Super Saver, and it's called Reef. This is what it looks like in the container. I really like these colors more so individually. I definitely prefer the more aqua-y colors, but this is what it looked like knitted up, and I really love this. It just has a really nice kind of stripy pattern. The thing also that I liked about this is when we got to the top, it still kind of kept that, there's a little aqua stripe, a little thicker brown stripe, and then a little loop at the top. So I really like how this one knitted up, super cute. Then I did a Karen Simply Soft yarn, and this one I can't find the ball band for. I think I got careless and threw a bunch away. But this was kind of like a camouflage pinky color. Again, I really like the stripe, but when you get to the top where the decrease happens, this one started looking a little weird on the top. Then here got stripy again, so it got a little chunky right here. But I still like how the colors kind of laid out. I would say where the decrease was started looking more camouflage to me than, yeah. On this one, though, I had lots of problems with the decrease. For some reason, my stitch counts didn't line up. So you can see I had a decrease here, and then it kind of switched over. But it's for a second grader. They won't know. I'll slap a pom-pom on there. This one is a really cute hat. See that? Doesn't it look nice? And then I put my pom-pom on there. Wow. Then I made this one. Let's see. I didn't keep the ball band for it, but I bought another one in a different colorway. This is Red Heart with Love. And so this is a pinkish reddish gray. I think this could be boy or girl. And that is how this hat knitted up. Here again, kind of like with the other Red Heart Super Saver. Very stripy, and then got a little blocky as the decrease happened, and then it got stripy again. But this is a thicker worsted than, obviously, even Karen. This is the thinnest of them, and you can see that with a thicker worsted, the hat comes out a little bigger. So I've made these 3 hats. For sure for sure 2 of them are more boyish colors, if you will. Then I have this one to make. This one is called Lemon Drop. So last week I was able to, between my spare time and whatnot, get 3 hats knitted, and I started a 4th. This one I'm using a Big Twist yarn. Big Twist Soft Touch. It's kind of like a Karen Simply Soft. So I'm working along on this one. I've just started the decrease. So this marks whenever I come up to one of these, I do a decrease. The other thing that I have done to save myself from this whole, is it a decrease row or is it not? When I'm on a decrease row, I will have these 2 stitch markers here. So that to me signifies that at the end, when I get to this marker, I'm knitting 2 together. Then once I come back around and I finish that, I will take one of these off, and then that's going to remind me that it's just a plain knit row. Because sometimes I got lost in that and I spent so much time counting it, and it's really easy just to slip that one marker on and off. So if there's 2, like right now, that means when I get over here, I'm going to knit 2 together. What a clever gal I am. No, but yeah, that's really what I've been doing lately, is I'm just trying to get all the hats done. I have 20 kids in my class this year. I like to have 23 or 24 hats finished, because I don't like the last couple kids to just have to get whatever's left. And if I'm looking down here on the floor right now, I have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 hats done. I have some others that I finished before, but I think these, I'll show you them, might be a little bit big for a 2nd grader, because it's kind of big for me, but I suppose I could still put a pom-pom on it. I made this with Bella Coco yarn. I don't remember what she wanted us to make with it, but I did not make that. I made a brown hat and then a brown and cream one. I actually used a bigger size needle because this is a bulky yarn. So, I mean, I do think this hat is a little big. This is definitely a dolled hat. I'm still going to put a couple pom-poms on them. And I might put them in the break room for the teachers and just say free hats. And then I made this one with a Premier yarn. And this one is like a watermelon. And I'll put a pom-pom on here. It's cute. So I can definitely tell that this hat is bigger and is for an adult versus the ones. Now, what I do when I'm making these hats, whew, I'm getting some crazy hat head, is I take Ross's pattern. And when I'm making it for myself, I start from the brim and I do 5 inches before I do the decrease. When I'm making it for a little kid, I'm doing like 4.5 inches. I would say maybe it's 5.5. And I think Ross calls for 6. So when I'm making it for me, I do about 5.5 inches. And when I'm making for a little kid, I do like 4.5 to 5. This one here also is a little big. Actually, I think this one fits me perfectly. What do you think, Maddie? Yoo-hoo! She's got her ear potties in. She's sitting over there, but she can't hear me. I might just keep this one for myself and put a little pom-pom on it. But this one there also is questionable. And this one as well, I think, is a little questionable about whether or not it would fit a kid. And this one is really big. I would have to fold this one down. Oh, it looks cute when I do that, though, doesn't it? What did I make this one out of? Oh, I made this out of ice yarn. Looks weird when you fold it like that. Oh, actually, it doesn't look too bad. But anyway, I just knit hats. I should start crocheting a few. It's actually quicker when I crochet a hat. But I've liked, like I said, the real thing is I'm liking how the variegated yarn shows up in the knitting pattern versus how it shows up with crochet. I think because crochet is a bigger stitch, you end up having taller stitches. Even if you single crochet, it doesn't show the stripy look like it does when it is knitted. But that is all I'm doing. I did do another video for you where I opened my crochet society, and I just want to remind you, once December rolls around, December 1st, I'll do Vlogmas, and I will open a drawer and chat with you every day. It gets a little hairy. It's on 22, 23, 24. Because of Christmas and traveling and internet connection, but I'm still gonna try my best. But yeah, that's all for this video. It's a regular full week. Parent-teacher conferences are done, so it's a 5-day week. That Wednesday is early dismissal, but it's, you know, it's only 1:44. It's not like the whole, it's not like a half day. But so there's a normal week coming up. I think we have 2 normal weeks. before Thanksgiving. Yeah, November's nice because we start off the month with a short week, and then like what, 3 weeks into it, we have another short week, and it just kind of gives us, it's a different kind of break. Parent-teacher conferences are a different kind of stress. Like when you're all day with the kids, you know, you're planning, thinking on your feet, problem solving, teaching, disciplining, all the things in one. Whereas in parent-teacher conference, you're talking to parents and you're trying to use teacher speak to say things, and it's a different kind of work on your mind. I tend to be one of those people that just says what I'm thinking and feeling. And sometimes I need to try harder to use a little filter and say things nicer rather than just blurting out what I'm thinking. All right, well, that is all for this video. This afternoon, Maddie and I are going to go to a musical that's being put on by the local university. So I'm going to upload my videos onto YouTube and type in some information into the description boxes and set them out to be scheduled for release. Won't that be nice? The first one I did this morning, I'll put up right away. And this one hopefully will come out on a Wednesday, 3 days after I've made it. All right. Thanks for watching and subscribing. Thanks for liking and sharing my videos. And until the next video, happy crafting. Bye.